Oh, Velos, Schmelos.
That means this time they go to Phenomia. It's a 7 game. How is it said?
Phenomena.
Phenomena. Okay.
It's literally like saying phenomenal, or it's spelled almost like phenomenal minus the L, and it has an F instead of a PH. Today we're gonna do Out of Time, because we're out of time to play this game. The part's over. Goodbye.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have to do this video up in roughly 12 hours.
Stupid idiot. This is the worst. Okay, this one is the actual worst.
You saw him at the loading screen, by the way. So.
Velos, Schmelos!
So, is it safe to assume you have not touched the game at all, other than these parts?
I have not.
So I've played more of this game than you have at this point. Don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm actually really good at video games, so yeah. Get owned, kid.
I beat Velo's first try. You make me do it, Velo.
No, it's Velos Schmelos, but he's Velo. So today we are going to be beating this. I think this is the first time I've used n.gin.
Well, could be.
Solid character in the Crash Bandicoot universe. Very underutilized. He's probably one of the few characters that they didn't really change when Titans came out.
Yeah,
I mean,
considering how they kind of already changed his personality for tag team.
I mean, he didn't really have, I think we went over this, he didn't really have like much of a personality to begin with.
His personality was crazy, so if you go by that logic, they didn't really change much.
Yeah. If anything, the only thing they truly have done is they've just removed his voice effects for some reason.
Yeah. Never really understood that one. I'm not mad about it or anything, it's just... okay.
It's like making Tiny sound smart.
Yeah, Tiny was a mistake.
It's like making Tiny sound flamboyant. There's some things we just don't do.
Like, I'm sure somebody on the dev team thought that was hilarious, but I don't know. Crossing the line.
So, doing some research on the whole boost phenomena. It's funny because we're in phenomena. I've heard that the boosting in this game, this could all be like a placebo sort of thing, but I've heard the boosting in this game is very, it's very different in the fact that, unlike Crash Team Racing, you kind of want the meter to actually fill out to get like a huge boost. Like you can press the boost button as soon as it hits that red mark, but if you hold it out, you get like a really effective boost, and it's much better to do it like that than it is to than to really hold out on it. So I'm gonna do that just for the case of speed.
I thought that was common knowledge. I'm sorry.
No, well, okay. So you have to consider I'm playing this game with CTR knowledge, and in CTR knowledge,
I thought that's how it works with CTR too.
I think it doesn't matter in CTR.
Oh well, that's how I always did it in CTR. So maybe that's why I didn't care.
Or in CTR, I think it's more of like maybe it doesn't. It's not that it doesn't matter. I think it's more of like maybe it's more effective and beneficial. Okay, that windmill has screwed me over twice. It's more effective and beneficial to just do it as fast as you can. And I absolutely destroyed that race. So, because if I remember correctly, in what's it called? In the Crash story, I was having issues at this point on.
Good sign already then, but
yeah, because I think
Velo.
Yeah, it all kind of comes down to Velo. Velos, Schmelos. So, I learned something that you guys unfortunately can't see, but because this has to record at 30 FPS. Basically, the characters in the overworlds move at 30 FPS, but they what's it called? Like when they're the characters themselves, like n.gin, when you press left and right, his body is 30 FPS, but the game itself is in 60 FPS, so it's kind of a weird contrast. Also, I'm playing n.gin again because I do remember this level, and I do remember me struggling immensely.
You gotta get some mileage out of him.
Not only that, but
you're gonna use him against Velos?
No.
Again.
I'm gonna use Cortex just because it's, you know, fitting. I'm using him here because I had issues in this level. Because this level is basically, it's like Cortex Castle and n.gin Labs. At first I said it was n.gin Labs, and I said it was Cortex Castle, but it's kind of a mixture of both when you really think about it.
They gave you a mask too. Nice.
See if I can get that shortcut then. I should. Yeah. Whee! Probably shouldn't have left that in the air, but I really wanted that ×3.
Sorry, we're back to the age-old I can't understand a word you're saying. I'm pretty sure that you're using up a lot of computer resources running this game, and it's hurting Skype.
Probably. And I'm pretty sure I'd be fine on Discord, which is the sad part.
Assuming I could even see what you were doing.
Oh no, I couldn't. I don't think I'd be able to properly stream this over on Discord.
Faster, my cart. Faster! Look out! I'm gaining on you.
Okay, this person is doing surprisingly really well. My partner is like nowhere to be seen. Oh, and as I say that, he just passed me.
Oh yeah, there he goes. He was in first place for about half a second.
So today, we're playing a video game.
Oh, good. I like video games.
Yeah, I guess this is where the difficulty truly is going to start picking up, like I assumed, because I got hit once and suddenly I'm in third place. I just got hit by something that I didn't see, so something must have hit me for a fraction of a, or they must have tossed something at me for like a fraction of a second. Without a shadow of a doubt. It's gonna be my favorite part name for a while.
I mean, it's King March Chain of Memories. We've got to savor every little thing of positivity on that we can.
To be fair, that was a pretty solid part name.
I'm glad you like it so much.
I like puns. I'm starting to love the worst puns possible.
Excuse me, there's no such thing as worst puns. There's only good puns and great puns.
What about puns? Are there puns?
Only if you make a pun based off of a pun.
I did surprisingly well that race. I feel like second place is just always on my back.
I just won.
I don't know what I expected out of n.gin.
He does the same thing in CTR.
Makes even more sense then.
Yeah. He's a crazy robot scientist, bro. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've given up on listening to Uka.
But when I was playing through the game myself, I noticed Aku, like, he wasn't exaggerating.
I really wasn't. I told you it was as bad as it was. If anything, I'm more offended that you didn't take my word on it.
You tend to exaggerate on those kind of things a little bit, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance. Like, no.
No, it really is as bad as I was making it out to be. He's really like, hello, my name is Aku.
Glad to see you went to the 4Kids School of Voice Acting.
Maybe it is a 4Kids actor. We don't know. Tiny needs speed!
Realistic.
Oh, I forgot. Tiny's a drug addict here.
Tiny needs speed.
Well, Actually, Tiny being a drug addict makes perfect sense.
Tiny knock you up!
Oh no! That makes too much sense!
Behind you!
No, Tiny!
It's really disgusting if you think about it in...
He's so pure in this game too! You've seen the cutscenes he's in!
Tiny squash puny cars! Run to mommy! I'm pretty sure I've heard like all of his voice lines in this race so far. Oh, Velos, Milos.
Can't wait to see how long it takes.
7 years.
There's no way it'll take as long as last time. There's no way.
Right? He
You're
says.
going blind.
Huh?
You were going blind the first time. You're not going blind this time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I still feel like I won by, like, pure luck. So... What was
Just
that
wait till
sound?
you get to the time trials.
What was that sound, Tiny? Oh, no! He actually sounded like somebody with a mental disorder. That's oh. I know he's supposed to sound stupid, but, like, that sounded offensively bad.
I think I exclusively played as Team Bandicoot on my playthrough, so I have no idea.
I'm gaining on you.
But you have to play as Team.
Well, I didn't 100% it. I only went through the story so I could get up to Velos. Because I have to unlock Hyper Spaceway. And then I went through all the time trials because I need to know what the times are.
Don't they tell you on the time board or whatever? Time board.
Only for the Tier 1 races, but if you want to know what the time you have to beat for Entropy is or Velo, nope. You gotta beat it.
I'm gonna try to let... If I'm still this far ahead, because look at how far ahead I am. I'm gonna try to let n.gin win, just so I can show everybody that, yes, if your teammates win, you in fact still win. And even if that doesn't happen for some weird reason, like this is a stage I wouldn't really mind redoing anyway. It's not a bad stage at all.
It is certainly worse. Imagine trying to do that in Hyper Spaceway, which you can't even do because you don't have a teammate there, but...
Imagine the thought.
yeah. Imagine doing that against Velo and his minions.
Velos, Schmelos.
But I had to correct myself before I said it. I was going to say it again.
I just like saying Velos, Schmelos. It's a fun thing to say. Rolls off the tongue pretty easily.
But, engine's falling behind.
The ending's like right up here. Oh, okay, maybe
well,
a little too hard to do. I was braking.
Probably wasn't the right race to do it on anyway.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll just show it off on.
Like, maybe Electron Avenue would be a better option. It's the third stage on the fourth world.
Yeah, but you see, I have to. I have to get
skip
really
over that jump.
far.
With your 9 trophies, you have earned the right to face Phenomena's champion, Norm. Don't let Norm's size fool you. He's a demon on the racetrack. No! You are racing today! Now do it!
Ooh, a race! Count me in! I don't want to hear it. The deal was that you race in return for me wearing this dumb getup. Besides, they don't stand a chance.
Again, they did the same. The cutscenes all play out the same, but it's so ridiculous because they laugh at Norm and then Velo goes ha ha, as if he's laughing with them, then he like gets really serious again in like the span of half a second. So it's just like
I didn't bring it up in Team Bandicoot, but I kind of want to bring it up here more anyway. I love how both teams had the same bright idea at this point of the game to bring out sunglasses because they're so tired of getting blinded.
Yep. So good.
They just have these convenient sunglasses.
Try Cortex here though. I feel like I should probably play N.gin because there is a few tight turns here which I feel like are just much easier with N.gin. But Cortex needs to get some love, right?
Yeah, I mean he's gonna get some from Velo, but
Velos, Schmelos!
And I know N.gin's gonna get some love in the fourth world anyway. Android Alley, Boss. That is Android Alley. There's two of those I have a really hard time figuring out their names because I just did not play those last few levels that much growing up.
This is Norm. Which, by the way, least threatening man.
This one's faster than we thought. Well, this one's faster.
I could have sworn you drove over Norm's head for a second.
Go Norm! Go Norm! Okay, they're making the noises, or Cortex is making. Someone is making noises. Moral of the story.
CNK in a nutshell. Everybody makes noises.
I make noises.
Exactly. I'm not judging.
Judge me for making noises. Yay! Well, see, one good thing is they turn off hazards when you fight bosses. They're nice enough.
Imagine going through deep sea driving if they kept those.
I mean, honestly, it wouldn't even be that. But, I mean, actually, yeah, I would, because it's like the only stage where I can seemingly consistently get hit by the stupid saw blades.
That did not feel good.
Or on World 4 with that train.
Yeah,
That was Android Alley, I think.
it is Android Alley.
That's it, little Norm.
The stage is fine, except for that one part. Whee! Hey, my boost disappeared.
Well, I never had that issue going through. I brought that up to you too. Like I got it basically right away, no issues whatsoever.
Yeah, I have no idea what my problem is still. Like, it just kind of stops. Like, is there a specific way you boost it? Like, did you hold the control stick a certain way? Did you not press anything on the control stick when you boosted
Not
it?
consciously. I just played the same way as I always would. Not really sure how to describe that.
So I'm not really sure. I still don't know how I'm screwing up, so...
Like, I can't exactly see your button inputs.
There is a tool
Yeah.
to show your button inputs for GameCube controllers on PC. I should maybe download that sometime. It might be interesting.
I have a 360 one on my computer I was going to use way back when I was doing the Sonic Adventure jump list thing, which I still want to do. I probably should have jumped on that back when there was that whole train going around of random game challenges.
Ha!
But, oh well.
I mean, they're still kind of popular.
Yeah. They still are. They still have an audience. Just they're not as popular as they were a few months ago.
Wow, so you're not being what I would call a YouTube bitch?
I mean, technically I was doing jump lists since 2016, so...
Oh, so the time that you can be a YouTube bitch, you decided not to be a YouTube bitch. Interesting.
Basically. Like, you know I was working on that for
A while.
Yes, yes.
You know, you did good out there.
Go away, you filthy clown.
No. He's mine.
Mime clown, close enough. With their painted faces and tattoos and stupid little honker things that just...
Where do you get off calling me a clown with your big head and your stupid springy hair?
Norm, get over here.
Uh-oh.
Perhaps I need new ways to motivate you, like taking your books away. I I thought he had you beat, but you proved me wrong. You won't be so lucky on Techni.
Oh no. Also, that was really mean, Cortex.
What do you say?
Called him a clown. And then n.gin was like, no, he's a mime!
What's the difference, you fool?
It's not, I think he actually said almost that word for word. I think he said they're basically, he's like, clown, mime, basically the same thing. With their painted faces and tattoos and squeaky nose. It is what he said, almost word for word.
Right. And I haven't played through the game with the cutscenes in roughly 10 years, so that's really impressive.
I do a okay Cortex voice, I feel like. Why is one crunch eye really large?
He just really wants to look at that car. See, we're getting more engine love.
Yeah, again, I'm just kind of being safe because I still don't know this game like well enough for me to. Oh, I don't realize.
Enjoy it while you can. Time trials.
Yep. In that
Still
case,
not sure how
I'm gonna have to
the relics
strategically
are.
choose people probably. Holy
Yeah.
moly! Why did it go really fast for a second there?
Oh, I saw it. Wow.
This stage is really weird. I swear, it did this to me when I first played it too. Like, you oddly go really fast in very specific areas.
Yeah, as I was saying for a second, like, I don't know a lot about the relic bases, although I have heard that unlike in CTR, getting the 10-second time deduction is basically mandatory here.
Well, in CTR, it's
have
not
fun with
really
that.
mandatory because you can be really good, so...
Well, yeah. But that's not really an option in this game. You have to get all of them.
Yeah, because I feel like... Honestly, I'm going to be completely honest and to my own horn a little bit here, but I feel like I feel like I've been doing a really good job for the most part. Yep, I'm still not, like, always miles ahead of everyone.
You're not quite as efficient as you are at this game. I'm just gonna say that.
I mean, I don't know what I'm playing it like I would play CTR. Like, that might be
This isn't CTR.
that might be my biggest fault, but
It's similar to CTR, but
okay.
it's not.
What is up with the tracking? Why is the tracking so good for others, but for me it's like questionable? The stupid.
That was another thing that I noticed when I was playing the game. I didn't have any issues with the missiles at all. They always landed. So even when I was on anti-gravity.
It might have been just a Velo thing, because that's where I noticed it. I wanted it to go for Velo, and it would like never want
Yeah,
to.
I don't think I ever used the missile on him because, well, I guess I'll save that story for when we get to the race.
Or it has a little cute cap. Saw that. No!
It's a cute brainwashing cap. Dingodile has the same thing. Because remember, he's on Entrance's team in this game.
Which is weird, because doesn't Entrance not need to put a cap on them? He didn't in Entrance, as far as I remember. Oh god, it's going really fast again.
And it's especially strange because this game was developed by the same people that made Entrance around the same time.
Because yeah, in Entrance, they're just like under his control, right? Like he uses his little hypno
both
thing.
things came out in 2003, I think.
Is there a shortcut in this level?
Yeah, you've been skipping it every time.
I don't know where it's at.
It's that conveyor belt.
Ugh! Anti-gravity.
So there's crushers on it.
I would ask you to tell me where it's at, but...
It doesn't matter, you're on the third lap.
Yep.
There's a decent chance of seeing a K token will probably teach you where it is anyway.
Probably. That's what they do in CTR, so... You can assume that they do the exact same thing here. Why does the majority of cast sleep when they lose? Crash was...
I understand Crash sleeping.
yeah, Crash sleeping I could understand, but Polar was sleeping. Then again, what can you do with Polar? Because in CTR, when he wins, he just sits there like, what? Like that. It's like, what?
How am I even able to drive a car?
He's got the face of a dead man.
He drove right past it. Twice.
Once. Android Alley, more like Bandroid Bally.
Well, I'm glad you kept the alliteration, for one.
More like Crash, what are you doing?
Look at me, Ma!
More like Crash Bandicoot. For the last time, you have broken my heart.
I don't remember that being any of the games, so I wouldn't doubt if that happened.
Crash, but it sounds like something you would hear in like Twinsanity.
Exactly. That's why I didn't want to completely rule it out.
Crash Bandicoot, you have truly broken my heart this time. Maybe Cortex voice is just easy to do. I don't know. I feel like I kind of have it. It's like, dude, I'm gonna turn to It's gonna turn to Goofy. I'm gonna get so good at doing it that I'll eventually turn into Cortex. I'm gonna practice this shortcut because the boss. What?
That's a good idea. Plus, you know, again, time trials.
I don't know who it was, but somebody just jumped off the edge. I don't know if it was Tiny or what's it called, or if it was an enemy. Actually, I want to have the map out instead of the speed because I want to, if possible, show off my teammate winning. Again, if possible.
If possible, assuming Tiny does a good job.
Ugh. God, that is such a big obstacle.
Try driving on the track.
What?
Didn't you have a missile?
I
I didn't
did.
see you fire it.
Uka just got angry and said, try staying on the track, despite the fact that I didn't get off the track.
I don't think he was actually paying attention. I just think it's like, oh crap, it needs to be saved.
Tiny don't like you. Wait, where did my missile go? I shot it, but it disappeared into the ether. Woo!
Back to first. Second. Basically first. Tiny's in first.
Woo! Wow.
I've noticed that jump is really hard for beginner characters.
I think when I was doing the boss race in, what's it called? In Team Crash, I didn't have issues. I did it twice. What? Seriously?
Great.
Okay, Polar, please. Okay, I thought Crunch made weird noises. Polar. Whoa, wait, Aku in
Just be
second.
glad there's no story mode for King of France.
I just got an Aku in second place. Interesting. Woo!
I love how they keep all key items in the rotation, even if they don't let you get them. Like, I swear I'm seeing engines and homing missiles, which I know are not in the normal game.
Ha! That's not in the game!
Yeah, that's a multiplayer.
What's
Again,
that?
there's that doll I mentioned.
So what does that, what does that do then? What does that unused thing that we just saw do?
Pretty sure it does the same thing as it does in CTR. It's endless boost. But multiplayer battle arena only.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't that...
Because that would be really broken through those normal races. And even then, it's only for like 10, 15 seconds.
Oh, that was the last lap. I wasn't paying
Yep.
attention. I thought there was one more. Wow, I did really bad on lap 2. This is all your fault.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, you better
At
be.
least Tiny doesn't sleep.
You know, Tiny just goes, "Ah, ah, ah."
I'll get him next time. Although this is literally going to be your last chance to show off somebody else winning, so...
What's the racetrack?
Electron Avenue.
No, isn't that what I just did?
No, you just did Android Alley.
Oh, anti-grav, hello.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This map in general, this map is the reason why I don't like anti-gravity in this game.
It's the first time anti-gravity's actually messed up on me, I think.
It is
like really bad.
Buggy.
Oh, there, yep,
Yeah, it's rough.
There it goes again! Electron Avenue.
I still love that.
That one caught me off guard again.
The best part is, I choose to believe that Oxide actually managed to dodge all those shots.
I mean, as we've established, he is a cheater.
Absolutely.
Woohoo! I just passed somebody and they called me a slowpoke. That's not how that works.
Interesting. Maybe they were referring to themselves.
Yeah, maybe they were just doing some self-deprecation.
It's like, I'm so slow. Hate my life, hate my car. Hate my teammates.
Yeah, Uka Uka, I agree. Aim for the enemies. Whee! Whee! Ah!
And remember, this is the race you have to use your brakes on.
That's not the turn I have to use it on, I don't think. I think it's a little further. Oh, oops. I couldn't remember which direction that was. Look, guys, I'm good at this game. I think it's this one. Right here is where I had to use my brakes. Yeah, it was this right here. So we had to do the power slide. As
this area here.
Say.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I know he's really loud. He just came home angry today and we don't know why he's mad.
I can't hear him.
He's pounding on my wall, so I don't know how he can't.
Tell him, shut up!
That'll just make him angrier.
Good. Do it. Say, shut up! Say, shut up, or no kibbles tonight.
Shut up or no kibbles tonight. I can't even say that to me.
What?
No kibbles!
Wait, you have to yell it louder so he can hear.
Shut up or no kibbles!
Oh my god. Don't, now you're just bullying your brother. What if that actually gets him to stop?
Yeah, just said it's taking a little while.
Huh.
Just like, told out him the first time. Maybe he really wants his kibbles.
I want some kibbles.
I didn't know he had kibbles.
Shut up or no kibbles tonight! Is he more quiet?
Yeah, I can't hear him now.
Do you think he can actually hear you?
Possibly, but I feel like even if he could, he wouldn't care. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, I didn't hear it. The game's probably drowning out any sort of...
Yeah, I mean, if you can't hear it, then odds are it's not being in the video either. So.
Whee! Oh.
Oh, the wind in my hair.
Oh, the wind in my hair. Wait a second, Cortex. Wait a minute. What hair?
I mean, he has some hair, right? A glorious streak.
I just want to mention that Norm also made fun of him for having a big head. After he mocked him for being a quote-unquote clown.
I'm on your six.
That sounds beautiful.
I'm on your 6.
Remember, engine win.
Why didn't I get the boost? I didn't get it. Did you see that? It's rigged. Wait, did Cortex just say yeehaw? I'm not joking.
I can't hear you. You're blagging out again.
I think Cortex said, yeah!
Getting close to the end. Wait, it's right here. Okay, Engine, your time to shine. Oh, Cortex, that face.
The music sounds disappointed.
Pretty sure you still get it. Worst case scenario, you play Electron Avenue again. Is that really so bad? Okay, maybe you don't. I could have spoken.
You do.
Oh!
So you know, very few racers have ever won all 12 trophies. Yes, they deserve it. But now, they must face my finest racer, Geary, champion of Techni, the pinnacle of robotics. Isn't that right, Geary?
Only a robot can achieve perfection in motion. I will demolish it. Oh, what a mess! Can't have that one, can we? Now, where was I?
And I think that was literally a cut and paste cutscene, except this time, Team Cortex was at the beginning, and the crowd was chanting, Cortex! Cortex! Cortex!
Excellent!
No, I've been thinking this whole time about how impressive is they have two storylines, but now I'm starting to think, if this is all they did, they could have easily had the other two teams. Don't try to tell me you wouldn't have loved seeing Team Trans. I, for one, really want to see justification for how Polar and Dingdale got caught up in his schemes.
Hello, it's me. Techni champion.
It's me, Techni.
Techni. Do I do this?
I mean, Tiny has been getting a shockingly low amount of love this part, so...
I feel like I'm gonna regret this decision, but...
I feel like you're gonna regret it too, but we'll see.
Especially because this stage I notoriously have had issues on.
Oh yeah, part 2, everyone.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna race this close.
You can adjust the camera? I had no idea.
I think this is actually how usually the camera is.
I had no idea. And no, it's definitely not this close.
Yeah, this is obnoxiously close. How do I change it? Okay. I think you can make it go further too. No, okay. Yeah, I don't like it too far. Come on, you can hit it. You can. There you go. Who's a good missile?
Just pretend like it's offside.
I guess on the bright side, theoretically, the shortcut should be easier. But the problem is, it's after these two sharp turns.
Yeah. Glad to see they never bothered making collision on that pipe. And yeah, you definitely had an easier time making that jump. As Engine, you were barely making that.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like I barely made it there, I'm gonna be completely honest. I probably didn't, but it just felt like I barely made it.
You had a lot more wiggle room.
I like how this section is anti-gravity despite the fact it's just like barely.
There's no reason for it to be.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, there's levels in this game that don't have anti-gravity. Like, this could have been one such stage.
I just hit him, and he was like, "What did I do wrong?" You know, that's actually a really good response to have for hitting someone in a race.
To bring up a game I've been playing recently, there's a lot of that Team Sonic Racing. So,
How is it, by the way?
I like it a lot.
I know we could save that for Sonic, the actual Sonic.
Oh, and I'm sure I will, but
I felt like I should just bring it up.
But the general thing, yeah, I like it a lot.
Better than Transformed?
No, not even close.
Better than Sonic and Sega?
That one's harder to say. But you'll probably have to get back to me on that in a couple of weeks. Once I've actually finished the game.
100%.
Screw that. Not anytime soon.
I thought not only are we a completionist channel, I thought we were completionists.
For the channel, sure, but on my free time, no.
You say that, but Xenoblade Chronicles 2 says otherwise.
I will complete a game when I want to, for no other reason.
So you're picky on what you're a completionist.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough, because I'm the same way too. For the most part, I'm a completionist, but if there's like a game that really doesn't need that, like, for example, Team Sonic Racing's a racing game, I don't think racing games really require me to go, like, full completionist. What's it called? I'm not going to do it, but...
I'm not sure if I entirely agree, but TSR, and even worse, at least worse so far for me, it might get worse later on in the game, Sonic Transformed. Oh boy.
Wow, I actually did surprisingly really freaking well.
I can't think of another racing game that's anywhere near as hard as Transformed to beat.
I can.
My key! How did I lose? I know Techni like the back of my hand! It's dirty! This whole place is filthy!
You have failed me. As punishment, you must clean the trophy podium. And when you're done with that, you will clean the entire Coliseum. You now have all 4 champion keys. And with these, you can now challenge the most accomplished racer in the entire galaxy. Me. And I never lose.
Man, after that first Velo race, when he says, "and I never lose," it gets so much more terrifying.
Now that you know the terror of facing Velo.
It is hot in my room.
Just so you can save it on your second save, which I noticed this when I was going through on my own. Yeah, I remembered this too. That there's 2 different save slots for this game because it was this era of gaming where everything had to have 2 different saves.
Oh, is that what the autosave thing is for?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
The autosave is for the unlockables. It's not for your actual story progress, which is dumb.
Makes a lot more sense, but yeah, it's dumb.
So I still love how there's this loading thing, even though you could never race here.
It's literally just a circle too, so...
Yeah, even if you could, enter if you can't enter, so... It's to your left. Have fun!
I won't.
It seems that I did not give you enough credit, yes? I won't make that mistake again. You savages will learn fear, just as millions have before you.
His vehicle seems fairly inefficient when you really think about it.
I mean, it clearly works for him.
I know he's a hacker.
He's been taking notes from Oxide.
Hyper Spaceway.
I want to say one thing about this stage too, other than my story, which I said I was going to save here. You know when last time we went here I said, well, there's kind of a justification for there being no map here because you warp around? Yeah, that excuse can go right out the window, because guess what? When you go into time trial mode, they have a full-fledged map of this place. They mapped it out.
So they just do it
no
to be a
excuse.
jerk.
And it's 3D no less.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cruel.
Not just that stage, just every stage in the game.
That's cruel.
Like, they have no excuse. But you can go into the time trial menu once you finally beat them and just show it off real quick. You don't have to go into the stage, you just have to go to time trial mode and hover over it.
Ah, that's what you meant.
Yeah, that.
Okay. I thought you meant in the
Half
middle
of the
of
stage
the
of the
race.
game.
No! I was so close to getting 50 boosts.
On the track.
I would be very impressed if this was the level of all levels and you got your 50
That's
boosts.
literally what you said last time I was here, I think.
It's not plausible. I think I got around 30
okay,
when I
that's
went
cruel.
through. The only reason I had to stop is because those 2 sharp turns always ruined me.
Which one's the one that I just passed, I assume? Which sharp turns?
Right, so about my story, which isn't even that much of a story, it's when I was going through this, because I wasn't having any issues with the missiles, or I couldn't test it. Reason is, every time I tried this boss, I would pass him by the time I was done that first section, the first lap. I don't know what I was doing so right.
I mean, I'm still fairly close to him.
Oh, sure.
Which is, honestly, that's a surprise.
Yeah, not this section, it would be the next one, the anti-grab segment.
What about it?
But that's this area here. This is where I would always end up passing Velo. Oh, you might actually get it.
Wow, I just did.
There you go. Okay,
Of course I screwed it up at the way end, too. Watch as you need 51 to make it register.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Here you go.
Although, there is a possibility it won't register unless you beat him. So,
Ah! Did Cortex just say "Mommy" as he fell?
possibly, that sounds
It would be a very Cortex thing to say. This sharp core is one.
Cortex.
Are those two the sharp turns you're talking about?
Yes.
Ah,
Those things are awful to try to keep your power slide boost going.
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know if you saw it, but I power slided or whatever.
I'm not even sure if it's
Ah!
really possible for anyone to stop a beginner character.
Probably not. Imagine it as an advanced character.
I don't have to. I did my first attempt as Crunch.
Oh wow. Why would you do that to
Remember?
yourself?
Because he was getting me shit over it. I was like, fine, I'll go rematch Miss Crash to make you feel better.
Yeah, oh yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, it's,
You didn't really
it's
solve
harder
it.
because I was doing an easier character. I remember. And you're like, fine, to make you feel better, would you do this? And I was like, yeah, do it like that.
And then my first attempt after that, like, I beat him, my photo evidence.
I block it out of my memory banks.
As far as that time I sent you, that actually would have been enough to beat the tier 1 time trial, but I still spent a good hour or so trying to get past tier 1 because suddenly my luck left me.
I'm doing really bad. I keep getting hit. Interesting noise, Cortex. Never do it again, thank you. Like, okay, and then he immediately did it again. I can't tell if that's a minion or if that's him.
But I'm not certain. It's too far away to tell.
Cortex, okay, that's a minion. But I do see him, I think. Yeah, he just went in the teleporter.
Maybe we can get a triple missile if they actually work on the anti-gravity, so good luck.
If they work!
Here you go.
And it went straight to a wall. Fantastic.
Sounds about right. Oh, of course, then you
Although
give me...
he does always get hit by that last beam, right?
Yeah.
That might be your one saving grace.
Alright.
No, he's not here. And he did get hit. Because there's the Wumpa.
I was still surprisingly close, actually.
507. Could have been worse. But if you had done the shortcut all 3 laps, you would have made it.
Oh yeah, easily. I unlocked a cutscene and fake... Okay, I got the
okay.
unlock, right?
Oh, yep. Fake Crash is the 50 boost unlock.
Yay!
But only for Team Cortex. You gotta do it again for Team Bandicoot, because they both have different ones.
So what characters Crash? Fake Crash. Is he intermediate?
Pretty sure he has the same stats as normal Crash.
So he's intermediate character.
Yeah. And for some reason he's considered his Team Bandicoot now, so he has Aku Aku as his mask. Even though he had Uka Uka before. It's very strange. But I still love how this level of all stages you got your 50 boost. You couldn't do it in Meteor Gorge. You couldn't do it in Barren Ruins. You couldn't do it in Deep Sea Diving.
But I could do it in Hyper Spaceway. Deserves pizza.
You are so desperate for your poor pizza.
Nah, I'm good. Thanks for the offer, though.
You said anything but an offer.
Thanks for the offer. Yeah, that's not really as tight of a shortcut as you initially made it out to be.
Yeah, that's one thing I guess I can say that I had a bit of a benefit of replaying the stage so many times. I no longer find special thing difficult at all.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, you said the same. You said the same thing when you watched me do it. You're like, that actually doesn't seem as bad as I made it out to be.
I don't remember saying that, but I don't doubt it.
Yeah, you're like. Well, you said. I think you said maybe it isn't as bad as I thought it was.
I think it's one of those things where, like, as a kid, I had a really hard time with it.
Which is fair. I mean, I feel like it's one of those ones where it's kind of like a okay, anti-gravity, hello. It's kind of weird, I would feel like, the shortcut. That's like my best description. It feels kind of weird to pull off.
Oh, got hit by the black. I was only a minion. I thought it was him.
Alright, so he's not really way ahead, but he's fairly ahead. And I almost won last time, and I only took a shortcut at the way last lap, so let's see if I can get it this time.
I do not know how you dodged that mine. Or that one.
I think it's because there's like a grace period where if they lay it down, it doesn't hurt you. It's one of like the few items that do that. Because God forbid you get hit by freaking, what's it called? A bowling ball. The thing will hit you immediately. Ugh, yeah, I kind of saw myself going into that.
You had a shield too, is the worst part. You could have blocked it.
Ah!
But oh, this electricity is delicious.
I'm gonna retry. I don't feel confident in winning.
5-minute race and it can be ruined by 2 lightning bolts.
Yeah, at least presumably. God, it is really freaking hard to run. Woo! Maybe it's because I have the window open. Who knows?
Ah.
Ah! Oh, okay. Why did it immediately turn me into the wall? That was interesting.
You were having awful luck here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Nope, nah.
I wouldn't take that attempt either.
That was
a
a
restart.
That was a frustration restart, honestly.
No, it's fine. I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't have taken it either. You would have been fighting an uphill battle.
Oh, the wind in my hair!
The wind in all 4 of my hairs!
I mean, he has more like 2 hair. He has like 1 giant hair, and then he's got the top. Actually, he has 3 because he has the goatee. How did that not hit?
The wind in all 3 of my hairs!
The missile hit!
On an anti-grab segment, no less.
No, it surprised me. It threw me off. I didn't know. I didn't know missiles could hit your targets.
Yeah,
I thought it
that's
was an impossibility. Oh, I just got hit by something.
You got an innocent bystander trying to...
That was way too early. Yeah, see what I mean by it's a weird jump? Like, you have to jump at a very specific angle.
Oh, yeah, I know. Like, thankfully you have that post there to use as a visual guide, but...
Whee! Maybe I just need to play an advanced character.
I mean, it worked for me. But then again, I also did it as Crash, so...
Yeah. But, did you do it as Coco, huh?
You want me to load up my emulator right now? I still have the save.
No, I don't want to feel bad about myself. Thank you. Thanks for the offer, but I don't want to feel terrible that I suck at this game right now. Oh, Velos, Schmelos.
Spent a collective, like,
Oh, am I gonna make it?
for my life, probably at least 24 hours just on this one stupid boss.
24 hours?
Velo
24-hour challenge versus Velo?
Who knows, maybe it's already a reality.
That sounds like the most fun experience I would ever have in this game.
I'm sure some live streamer had really bad luck on this boss.
Oh, okay. See what I mean? How there's like no grace period if you get hit by the bowling balls? Okay, I didn't think I was in that AoE, but whatever.
He was just in the range.
What is going on? What is up with this anti-grav section and things like disappearing and reappearing?
They gave you that twist. Twisters are useless in this level, though.
Oh, Velos, Schmelos.
I think the only segment it would be any good in is the on-ground segment with the shortcut.
Oh, Velos, Schmelos. Oh, Velos, Schmelos.
You just really like saying that phrase.
I do. It's fun. Whoa, how did I... Okay, I don't know how I dodged that one, but I'm gonna take it like I've never taken anything in my entire life.
It looks like it just vanished. Although that might have just been Dolphin undrawing it. But, is that a word? Oh, it is now.
Oh, Velos, Schmelos. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Fire off your bomb with a chance to. There's no way you're gonna make any hits land in this section. Attack is for another day.
Velos, Schmelos.
Here you go.
What?
Yeah, if you don't jump there, it does weird things. As
Hello,
you just
welcome
saw.
to Crash Nitro Kart. We do weird things.
Oh yeah.
That's our slogan. We do weird
We'll put that
things.
in the t-shirt.
Welcome to Crash Nitro Kart.
We do things. You're better off not asking what those things are.
Come on. Come on. Velos, Yogilos, Sprolilos. Where are you?
I just had a terrifying thought, but so you know how all the CNK stages are coming back from Nitro Field? Are we gonna have to do this again?
No, Velos. That's how I feel about you saying that.
Oh, no.
What are they gonna do for the whole Velos anti-grav section at the way end?
That's the one I have no idea.
How else am I gonna look at
Alley or
his
whatever state that
beautiful, pimply face? Like, I can't hear you. What the heck? Hold on, what the?
I can shit talk him without him talking back to me.
Hello? Mommy, what happened to my sound?
I really hope the recording's fine. It should be. It's let's just have two totally different conversations. So,
Mommy!
Whatever. What like to go? What? Brace final.
Hello? What the heck was that? Can he even see me?
Oh, he's gonna throw up if he hears that.
Hello?
That's a whatever though. So 10 out of 10. I especially love
Where
the
the heck
scene. Everything.
Mom!
Delaying. Oh, perfect.
Can
you get me?
I'm gonna restart the recording to make sure it's all good. So, we'll be back in half a second. Hi guys, I can hear him. I know it's like half a second for you. Also, it is ridiculously hot in my room. Actually, it's not anymore because I had to... Okay, so I don't know if you heard me. I turned off the fan now because it could be obnoxiously loud. But I had to step away to air out my room because it was absurdly hot. It was 75 degrees in my house, but if you went into my... Which is like reasonable, right? But if you went into my room, it felt like 50 degrees hotter. Not 50, but like, okay, more realistically, like 20 degrees.
Which means, to be funny, that is exactly what has been happening to me for years, and it only stopped a couple months ago.
What, your room being like that?
Yeah, like, I know I've mentioned in the past, I know this was a while ago, but
well, you
know
always
I
have to turn on your fan.
Step away to clean it out.
Yeah. I thought you still
It would
fan
always
it
be
out.
like 20, 25 degrees hotter.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
it
used
felt.
to it, I'm in Arizonan. Comes to the territory.
Yeah, I mean, it felt really hot for me, and I was like, I was really confused, and it was starting, honestly, it was starting to give me, like, not like heat stroke, but you know how when it's, like, really hot and you're, like, you feel kind of fuzzy? It's like, that's the best description I can give. Maybe it's different for you because you live in Arizona. But it felt like a
Still
naturally
don't like
hot.
being in 120 degrees either. Summer's gonna be fun.
Woo! But yeah, no, it felt like stupidly hot here, so I had to take a sec. I had to turn on the AC because we have the door open, and I'll have you know, when we were before we took a step away for a second, I legitimately my window's been open the entire time, right? Shit. And my fan was on slightly because I was like, I in the middle of the Velos fight. Remember how I was like, ooh, it's bizarrely hot right now. I think in like the first or second race I said that. At that point I decided to turn on my fan and it wasn't helping, so now I have the AC on. And my AC is, this is
Why did you just have the AC on in the first place?
Because we had, first of all, we had the main back door open. So there's one reason right there. And for two, actually, I don't know, because I don't know if you've been in a call with me when it's happened, but my stepdad has turned on the AC when it's like 70 degrees in the house, and I generally complain, because I'm like, I don't complain to him directly. Okay, I dodged that. Interesting.
Good job.
I've dodged that so many times, but you know, it was like he would turn it on when it was like 70 degrees in the house, and I would always complain because I'm like, that's not cold enough or warm enough to justify turning on the AC. You make weird noises.
What's up? Oh, Cortex?
Yeah.
So, I can't see him. I don't know.
He goes like, woo! He goes like, woo, woo, woo. You know the gnome meme? Where
No.
you've been gnomed?
I don't follow memes.
This is an old,
unless they
it's-
find
it's-
me.
It's an old meme, but he's like, oh, ha, 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 look at me, old chum. I've been gnomed. He sounds like that, except less or more gnomey, I guess. I would love to have my door open right now, but the TV is really loud out there. Surprise, surprise.
I feel like I'm out of conversation topics. You've taken so many attempts. So we're gonna have a fun time in time trials.
I think Jeff is getting really angry at his TV show.
Maybe you should tell him that yelling at the TV is not going to change what he sees. But, although while you're at it, you might as well tell that.
Wait, but the tornado worked!
Finally.
Did it? Yeah, I saw it. He got caught in it. But he caught right back up. Still, it's progress. You might be able to get it back with a shortcut.
Yeah. I might be able to catch up to him, actually. And I screwed it up.
Oh, well, you had it, and you lost it.
This is the race. Honestly, if I fail this one, I'm gonna give an advanced character a try.
Have fun, Tiny! I believe in you. I believe
feel
you
like-
can crush any car.
I feel like all of the mistakes, or all of the, yeah, all the failed runs, I feel like makes up for the lack of Cortex. Dev in general. Maybe Jeff wasn't yelling at the TV. Maybe that was just this TV show, and the voices just sound similar through the wall. Because when Jeff gets angry at like his show where he gets like super excited, you can hear him. He's one of those people. Like when something triumphant happens, he's like, yeah!
Yeah. So, your standard football fanatic.
Yeah, except they don't watch football that much. Or baseball over here.
Which sounds kind of hilarious because they're the ideal football fanatic, but they don't like the sport.
I don't think it's a don't like situation. I think it's a doesn't care for situation. Which I know isn't much.
It's usually one and the same.
What? We went through the. I went through
He
the.
skipped.
He is a cheater.
Everybody. I saw that.
All right, so confirm. Velo is a cheater.
I mean, he's still less of a cheat than Oxide.
Yeah.
But
Oxide is like the cheatiest of cheats. I feel like drifting on this
like,
section.
he doesn't even try to hide it. His cheating. He leaves while you're still waiting at the starting line.
I mean, he's petty as shit. He literally comes to a planet that he thinks he can outbeat because he's like, I was mocked on my planet.
A lot of things here are so dumb now. You know, what little plot there is.
I love how it's like a Naughty Dog game still, and it still has like a Naughty Dog plot. Does that make sense?
No.
Like it's
Naughty
a Naughty
Dog
Dog game.
plot can mean a lot of
It still has this like really dumb yet simple plot that I could be like, yeah, I can see Naughty Dog making that back in the day or whatever.
Okay, I needed that explanation because you were saying Naughty Dog plots. Like I'm thinking Uncharted and Last.
Yeah, no. I'm
What?
thinking of Naughty Dog like of the time.
Well, of
Alright,
course,
Velos.
because that's probably the first thing you think of.
Velos, Schmelos.
Impressive move, Earthling.
Oh, he actually like says impressed. It said impressed. I mean, I've said this before, but I feel like Velo is actually not really that evil. He's like evil, but he's like not full on evil. He's just trying to make his people super happy.
He's not a total jerkwad like Oxide.
Oh no, this is not good. Oh, Velo was right there actually. That's fine. It was actually surprisingly.
And you still have another lap.
Yeah. All right, don't fail me now, Rocket.
Well, I think it actually hit, but
It did. Like I said in the last lap, I am starting to learn I think it is not a good idea to drift here, because it's a tube, and drifting on a tube, I feel like, is not really the best to come from. Wait a minute, his minion passed me.
but you're still in first place.
Ugh.
That has to have been the most tense drop ever.
That was extremely tense, and that's also why I used the missile right there for the records, because I was like, I might get a boost. Velo!
You guys.
Velos, Schmelos!
Velos.
It's so much fun to say it! Oh. I'm telling you, say it right now.
Velos, Velos.
Velos, Schmelos! Isn't it fun to say?
It's a thing.
Okay, so he has missiles.
I mean, you would never see it. It's always behind him.
Yeah! We can confirm he does in fact have missiles. Speaking of missiles.
Oh, good job. You got missiles.
I thought that skipped past him for a second, to be completely honest.
Enjoy your leave. You won't have it for long.
He's gonna get really close to me on this straightaway section. He has, like, really good base speed. Yeah. Hi, Velos. Velos, Milos. Well, he always gets hit at the way in, so I just need to not stick right behind him, and I think I'll be fine.
Impressive move, Earthling.
Get that. Wumpa. Yeah.
You're almost there.
We've done it.
I guess just keep one more in case he somehow passes you last second.
We've done
Or
it,
not.
boys. Oh, I did the big jump. That's. Imagine he passes me right there. Because I did the big
You want to
jump.
cry? You want me to tell you what the Velo time is?
Yeah.
Beat Hyper Spaceway? 4 minutes 29 seconds
What?
and no items. Because it's time trial. Good luck!
Congratulations. You have won the Galaxy Circuit. And you put on quite a show. Am I right, everyone? You are now free to go.
Good, good. Now whip up that vortex of yours and send us back to Earth.
What? But now I have to destroy Earth. Since you no longer want to race, you can't go back there. I thought I was pretty clear about that.
Huh? Tiny doesn't get it. I do. Big Emperor Velo can't stand the fact he lost.
Are you certain of that? A rematch then?
Ha! Nothing to it.
But there are rules to follow. You first need to earn all my time relics. Then we can race for the fate of your Earth.
So he was like, he was saying how, you know, you don't get your world still. That's not how it works. And then Tiny was just like, me no get it.
Tiny's such a treasure in this game.
And what's it called? And Cortex is like, that just means you're upset that you lost. And I guess Velo translated to that as rematch. Interesting. Alright, so I want to show off the 3D map that you did mention real quick.
Yeah, you're talking about this hub area right here. No, you're talking about the time trial.
Yeah, the 3D map of the time trial. Also, I told him
just,
I'm definitely going to have to do it off camera, the time trial.
Yeah, because I told him the time you need to beat Velo and Hyper Spaceway. And remember, you don't have items in time trial. No, you gotta do it all on your own.
Yeah. Crunk. Dash.
And there's other times that are equally quickly. Entropy on the other hand, I got half of the entropy times without even trying. So.
Which, that sounds about right, honestly. Is it like Crash Team Racing where you still have to beat him again, though? Or do you just have to get the time and that's it?
You still have to beat him again.
So you have to. So even if you beat him, even if you beat Velo time, you're telling me that I have to. What's it called?
Yep.
Ugh.
That's how I understand it, at least.
Lap time trial.
Because Velo's time is locked behind.
Okay. You're telling me.
See what I mean?
You're telling me you couldn't show me that yet. Hold on, I want to check really quick. Well, first of all, fake crash.
I love it.
I want to see if a map shows up on the bottom right.
There's no way it will. If it did, then why wouldn't it show up on the boss?
Because, I don't know, because Velo. Because they don't want to show Velo potentially cheating, maybe.
That actually makes sense.
Okay, no, there's no map.
He looks exactly the same from the back, except for the eyebrows.
It's a me! Crash! Well, we're going to end the part here. I just wanted to show off that little 3D
Yeah, no map, right?
No, unfortunately not. So yeah, in the next part, we are going to go back to Team Crash, and we're going to be doing...
Actually, we're doing both teams.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We're swapping. We're doing both... Ugh! Why does Velo looks terrible there. 151? Bullshit. Oh, that's a really close render.
I love that.
So, yeah, we will see you guys in the next part where we get all the CTR tokens in one go, which will be super fun.
See y'all then. Goodbye.
Bye. Chicken nuggets!